You guys heading out for an overnight?
Hey everyone, it's Silva and Matt. I'm so excited because today we are on a backpacking adventure. It's Matt's first time backpacking, except when he was in like Boy Scouts. And I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty excited about it. We are at Cutler Coast. Such a beautiful place. We've been here before, and I'll link that video right here if you haven't seen it. But today we're hoping to spend the night. Now, there is not a lot of campsites here, and just as we pulled in, a whole ton of cars pulled in, and there's a group about, I don't know, at least 20, maybe 25, like college kids, also with camping gear. So I don't know how that's gonna go, because there's only 3 campsites, and then some, you can tent along the beach, I guess, but each campsite says 2 to 3 tents, so I don't know, we'll see, but I'm excited. Right there is the snake. He's a good sized snake.
Yeah, he's probably 2 feet at least, 2.5.
Look at him. He's cute. It might be the first time I ever said that about a snake.
All right, you alien monster, get my wife back.
Alright, so that whole group has now passed us. So we're either never going to find a camp spot or they'll camp on the beach or something. I don't know. I guess we're going to see. Instead of freaking out, we're just going to wing it and see what happens.
Let's get ready to rumble! Guys, I'm not going to take a no for a camping site answer. I'm just kidding. They seemed like a very nice bunch of youth.
Yeah, they did.
Very polite. They all said hi. Who am I to fight over a campsite, right?
Although there's no way we can hike 11 miles. We've already driven 2 hours this morning because we spent the night somewhere. And then another 4 hours home. So we're going to have to figure out something. I don't have a plan B. We're going to have to make a plan B.
Rage and caffeine, that'll get us home.
Plus I wanted to try out, originally I was going to try out my new tent. And Matt was going to use my old tent. But now I'm thinking we're going to both sleep in the old tent. If we can find one spot, we'll be lucky. So it's going to be cozy. It'll be cozy.
We'll just park in someone's driveway and pitch in their yard. And we'll be out before they wake up in the morning, so it'll all work out.
First amazing view. First view at all, but whew, baby. Tide's out. Next lookout. crazy tree. With all the burls. I think that's what they're called, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so we just scramble down all the rocks and come up this way. A nice view. There's a little bit more rock scrambling, I think. I'm gonna go up here around the corner. Maybe there's a little more. We'll see. I can't remember. Made it to the cutoff, but we're not going that way. We're gonna go coastal trail. So we come 2.8 so far, and it is 2 miles to Ferry Head, which is the first campsite, I think, or they're all called Ferry Head. I think it's like 1, 2, and 3. Alrighty, let's go. What's for lunch, you may ask? Well, I have garlicky veggie rice ramen noodle soup by Lotus. Matt has Dr. McDougall's hot and sour noodle soup. Alright, here's what it looks like. I should have broken up the ramen and not used quite so much water, but that's right. Hopefully it tastes as good as it looks. That was good. There you go. And now I'm going to top it up with one of these dark chocolate crunchy peanut butter Maine sea salt bites by Bixby. How's your soup?
Good. It's all gone. And I'm sad. Wait, there's a noodle.
And the trail goes that way. Oh, there's Matt. Alright, so there's the sign for the first campsite. And it is, well, the trail goes that way. But the first campsite is up these stairs. I think we're going to see if it's available because a very, very large group of people are probably taking the next couple campsites. Hopefully it's not too far off the trail. Oh, I see tents. First campsite was occupied. So we're moving on to the second one, hopefully. There's supposed to be a stealth site there too, so hopefully we find one. I don't really want to hike the whole 11 miles. I'm tired.
Yeah. like the stormtroopers, it's said, this door is locked. Move on to the next.
Alright. Alright, this is not perfect, but this is where we're camp setting up. And this will be our view. Alright, so we relocated already. It was pretty rooty up there, but we're gonna go up there to eat because it's a beautiful view. So we just went like around the corner, I don't know, 40 feet maybe.
Maybe 41.
And came down this little trail, and Matt found this really nice flat cushy spot, more protected from the wind and much softer, so, and no roots. Room for one tent, so we're gonna squeeze into my first tent and I'll try out my new one next time. All right, let's get set up. All right, we're all set up. I'm gonna eat. There's a little view down there we're gonna go check out. And then it's getting colder, so we'll probably turn in pretty early, but we'll check back in. It's definitely cozy in here. Alright, I'm trying the outdoor herbivore cheddar mac. It's got a few more minutes to cook. This is our view. The sun's setting that away. So it should rise over here this in the morning. And just a tent site is maybe 40 feet around the corner. So it's pretty nice. So here's what it looks like. Looks pretty dang good. Let's see what it tastes like. Ooh, it's hot. That's good. That's really good. So Matt has the good to go kale and white bean stew.
Yummy.
It is pretty good. I've had it before. Good morning. Alright, back at camp. And sun through the trees is really pretty. Came back to the tent to warm up. Forgot to say goodnight last night. We got in here to keep warm and then fell asleep at like 6:30 or something. Whoops.
I always wondered how that was possible to get in your tent at 3 and sleep all night with nothing to do because you'd be bored stiff, but I guess it's really a thing because it happened to me.
So anyway, sunrise was beautiful. Didn't see the sunset. Meant to get back up and go look. Whoops. Now I gotta get moving. Alright, so we're back on trail. Been on trail for a little bit. Had to make it past the the rocks and stuff. Filmed a little out there, but it was hard to watch while we're walking. So now we're back, heading inland and back to the car. But there's supposed to be a couple more views along the way, so that's nice. Also forgot to tell you, my base weight was, with this pack and my new sleep system, was 13.6. And I can't remember what my old one was. It was 17, I think. Maybe, I can't remember. Maybe it was 15. I don't know. But I dropped a little bit of weight either way. So that's pretty cool. I did forget my camp shoes, but I'm looking to get some new camp shoes anyway. So we'll see. And then because I added a lot of extra water due to where we're camping, my carry-out weight from the house was 21.6. So that water added quite a bit of weight. Ooh, some stairs. There's a pond over there. It's hard to see through the trees, but I think we'll get a good view of it in a few minutes. There's an angry goose down there. Final overlook. We missed one. I don't know. I never saw it. Alright, so this inland trail needs some love and attention. All the bog, and maybe that's what they're doing, because most of the bog boards were ripped up. The ones that weren't ripped up were pretty rotted, and there's a lot of trees down on this section, so it's a little messy, shall we say. I'm sure it's not as popular as the coastal. Yeah, we want to do the whole loop, so we didn't go back the same way we came in. These bog boards look fairly new. Thankfully. These look really new, actually. All right. We're not back to the car yet, but once we do get back to the car, we'll have successfully completed the first backpacking trip of the season. I've got several more planned. If you didn't see my video about my backpacking trips, I'll link that here. And have another one on several hikes we're planning, which I'll link here. But more importantly, I want to see what Matt thought of his first backpacking trip.
It was fun.
That's a lot of words.
Sorry?
Yeah?
I walked and walked and walked. I found a cool campsite, my first one ever.
Yeah, he did find the best campsite ever.
And then now I'm walking again. I learned what not to bring with me for food. And I need a whole bunch of new, different gear to go backpacking, if I decide. I'm gonna go backpacking because
Yeah, here's some of my hand-me-downs, and he needs some different gear.
I don't have backpacking gear per se. I got a bunch of hiking gear, but
Also, we would need, for trips together, a much bigger tent. We are almost back to the car. Before my next, I know I didn't talk to you about gear or anything like that before this trip. It was just one night, and we kind of threw everything together last minute. So before my next one, which will be the Grafton Notch Loop, I'll go over my gear with you in case you're interested. But for now, we hope you're having a fantastic day. Thanks so much for following along, and we'll see you in the next video.